And I'll tell you why, because Donald Trump decided to go and bomb Iran, and now everybody is, yeah, busy. Busy trying to feel what they should do. The Trump administration, once again, has done some stupid shit, which is pretty much every day. And Iran has been under attack for a couple of weeks now. And the Trump administration is continuing to attack. Israel is continuing to attack. And Iran is attacking back. Now, Iran can't throw no rockets over there to America. That is for sure. But there are some bases over there in the area and they are being attacked. That is for sure. Now, Trump is on TV right now on CNN, yammering about all the stuff that they've done so far in Iran. Iran is pretty much weak and they don't have anything and this and that. But it's funny, I seem to see rockets falling in Israel and on American bases. And this is really gets on my nerves because of the fact that this dude came in talking about he was the peace president and he was going to end all the wars and this and that. By the way, the Ukrainians, they're still fighting for their lives over there. So if you guys see my podcasts, please donate to the Ukrainian cause. And $10 can pay for some wires for a drone or something. Who knows what they need, but certainly a few bucks would help. When they were coming over here to Germany, I'm in Rostock, Germany, and I live in an area where they brought a bunch of Ukrainians to when the war started, and they were housing them there. And I myself, donated more than 4 or 5 bags full of stuff. And, I've made a couple of donations, monetary donations, a couple of times, but my finances are shit. much, much like this podcast, right? No, I'm sorry. Hey, thanks for watching and give me a thumbs up. Appreciate it. Yeah, I tried to help, what I'm saying, a couple of times, but like I said, right now my finances are in a real, real bad situation. Yeah, I don't know. But still, I'm doing this not for money. I'm doing this here for my family and friends in America, the people that I care for. But I'm in Germany, right? So we're right on the other side of the Russians. The Russians, if the Russians get through Ukraine and Poland, they're coming right over here to Germany. So for me, I'm gonna give those Ukrainians a little bit of money so they can fight. Um, but the fact is, Trump is only shown special uh, treatment to fucking Vladimir Putin. And why is that he is treating Vladimir Putin with kid gloves? I will tell you why. Because Putin has pictures of him blowing Bubba. How's that? Our president blowing Bubba. So, who is Bubba? That's what I want to know. Please, somebody ask Donald Trump who Bubba was. And I am really wondering because they said it wasn't Bill Clinton. So, but we're talking about this war that Iran and Trump has started with Iran. Let's just let me put this out here to you guys. Everybody that's watching, thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. So, just so you know, in case you never knew this, Trump never served in the military. He went to a military school for a little while. He had a little suit on. He looked like he was possibly, a soldier. He wasn't a soldier. 5 times. 5 times he went to the doctor and got the doctor to give him a note saying that he had bone spurs. He never served a day. And this asshole, who I cannot understand, is the president of the United States. I really can't understand that. How is it that we can convict people of crimes and say, you can't vote anymore? And you're not allowed to go own a gun anymore, right? So, but yet these people that have been convicted of felonies and that can't own guns anymore and can't vote anymore can still be president. I don't know. I'm not too sure about all that. It's really just, it's too much for me to believe that the American public is willing to accept a convicted sex offender as president of the United States. That's some fucking wild shit. Wild shit. And his best friend for 10, 15 years, and let me just say something. Now, I get around too. Back in the game, I used to get around a lot. I was flying from Florida to California to Illinois and Texas. And you know what I'm saying? I was moving around when I was young. And that's when I had my first run-in with Trump, long time ago. So much like that, Trump is not willing to be loyal to anybody that fucks with him. If you don't do something that Trump wants you to do, then automatically you're on the blacklist. You're on the blacklist, you're on the fuck you list for Trump. And he will use lawyers to fuck you over. He will use everything at his power to fuck you over. Huh? To sue you for money, albeit a university, lawyer's office, lawyer firm, whatever. He's going to fuck you over because you not agreeing to do what he wants you to do, he considers that you fucking him over. See, he expects total loyalty from all of his people, but he doesn't return it. He does not return it. So we have the biggest fucking draft dodger sitting in the office of the president, a convicted sex offender, and everybody in the world is wondering how in the hell this is possible that we got a fucking wannabe rapist or possible pedophile as the president of the United States. So everybody in the world is laughing at us. Everybody in the world is saying, no, we're not interested in being a part of that fucking excursion into Iran. Because seriously, what he has done, he has kicked an ant pile, and now the ants are freaking going everywhere. So every rocket that they have, they're going to be shooting them rockets off. In Israel and all those bases over there that the Americans have that are in the reach of those rockets, they're going to be sending them. And I don't know what their inventory of rockets are, but certainly they're not going to be shy about shooting them off. So there's some reports that Netanyahu was possibly killed by one of these attacks. There's a video that shows someone that looks like Netanyahu, but when you look at the pictures side by side, you see it's not the same person. You could tell by the way the ear's made. You could tell. I saw the videos of Netanyahu, and you could tell by that the ear wasn't the same. So that and the teeth also weren't the same. I don't know if it's AI or what, but maybe he's got a double running around. I'm not sure. So let's talk about Trump again. This fuckhead has the worst and the most unknowledgeable group around him. And they will all have to answer for their actions at some point. Every single one of them. They are not protected by presidential immunity. And unless Trump gets around to giving them all pardons before he's out of office or before he croaks or whatever, they're going to be feeling some justice. They're going to be feeling some justice. I can guarantee you that the Democrats, if the Democrats ever get back in office, will not just sit back and try to forget Donald Trump's years in office. And that's why you do not give Donald Trump your loyalty. You do not give Donald Trump your loyalty because it's only a one-way street. He does not give it back. If you do what he wants, he'll give you some Skittles or a smile, but that's it. So, and if you don't, then he'll sue you. If you say something and he feels offended, he'll sue you, even though it's maybe not so bad. It doesn't matter. And this is the individual that sits around at 2 o'clock in the morning making AI videos of him blowing up cars or some other crap. This is the individual that we have in the president's office. I cannot believe it. I sit here in Rostock, Germany. I feel a little bit, cushioned because I don't have to be over there where all the ICE activities going on and all that other stuff. But I really feel sorry for my friends and family in America. I'm not sure how it's going over there in America as far as the war in Iran, but I guarantee you one thing: Americans are noticing those gas prices. Americans are noticing those gas prices, and Americans are going to be noticing those grocery prices going up. Iran was a bad move for Trump, and he's going to be finding it out very, very soon. And they're blowing up ships laden with oil over there in the freaking Gulf, and that whole Gulf is going to be full of oil. It's going to be a climate catastrophe. The whole thing is a climate catastrophe. And I'm so sorry for the environment, for all of the individuals that are going to be poisoned by eating fish from that area, or how bad it's going to mess it up, I don't know, but it's not looking good. It's not looking good, and I can't believe it either. So what I can believe is that Donald Trump is ignoring the individuals that have been fighting in this war so far. And we've already had, 18 deaths or whatever? And in the first group of bodies that they sent back, they had what is called a, what was that called again? Well, it's a special thing where they bring the bodies over there, right? A dignified ceremony. And Donald Trump had some photos from this dignified ceremony and then went and used them on his website to campaign for donations. And he's even trying to throw some crap out there to his followers that they can be a part of the morning briefing, that they can get the morning briefing and this shit. I think it's just a little bit extreme what this guy is talking about. He's talking about later on a UFC fight at the White House. What is this? What is this dude? All right? This is not a president. This is a fucking, I don't know. It's not what we deserve. It's not what we deserve, and I hope that there's going to be some changes very soon. I'm telling and begging every single person that watches this video, if it's not just one person, goddamn, make it 100, all right? Get over there, file a letter to your senators, a letter to your congressmen, and put it out there that Article 2, Section 4 needs to be enacted as fast as possible, because Americans cannot continue to pay high prices at the gas pump, to pay exorbitant prices to pay for their medical care, and then their kids go to school and they're hungry. You know what I'm saying? This is everything that Trump is cutting. Trump has cut the medical expenses. I mean, he's cut it to where you got to pay more for your medical costs. Your groceries are going up. Your gas is going up. Everything is going up. Unemployment is going up. The only thing that ain't going up is minimum wage. So people, get a grip, okay? Donald Trump is not the one. He is the one that is going to bring our nation down. Okay? I'm sitting in Germany. I'm safe from the shit. You know what I'm saying? But still, I'm an American. I love my country. You know what I'm saying? If you love your country, then give me a thumbs up because, hey, if you ain't somewhere where you're safe and you're free, then you're not somewhere that you need to be. If you're in a country where you got to wear a freaking, hey, what's up, Nicholas? All right, so if you're in a country where they got to make you, where they make you wear a freaking sheet over your head and you got no choice but to wear the shit, then, you know, that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? That's not the kind of place where I want to live. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want my chick to have to wear no stuff on her head. So it just doesn't make any sense. Besides that, over there in the Middle East, it gets hot as hell. And walking around with the sheet on all day, I just can't see it. I just can't see it. But I don't live there. I live in Germany. All right? So wherever you're at, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Doesn't cost anything. Abonniere. Und ich freue mich auf euer Kommentar. Und when you got something to say, put it out there. I'm going to talk about it. All right? If you want me to talk about something, I'm going to talk about it for you. All right? So for today, all I want you to know is that Donald Trump is willing to give you some Skittles and a smile if you do what he wants. But if you don't, you'll probably be seeing his lawyers. So this has been Matt Fox, and this was another day of It's All Shit.